Everyone, this is Stealth. Welcome back to Motor Gear Solid. Today, I'm going to do something to my Honda Rebel 500. I'm going to put some frame sliders on. That's right. So when I'm out there riding my Rebel, I love turning. So I've been really hesitant to lean like the way I was leaning on my other bikes. Like I was even leaning nice on the V-Star 650. The only problem is with this, the tires, it doesn't instill very much confidence. So I'm worried I'm gonna drop the bike. Okay, so I don't wanna have that ever happen and then, I don't have anything to protect it. Like I do slow maneuvers and figure eights and, tight turns and all that stuff in parking lots. And it's still not as much as I would like to do on the bike because there's no protection. I don't really want a crash bar. It looks cool, but I don't want it for this bike because I might get belly fairing. That looks awesome. So I won't be able to even use the crash bar. So I got the next best thing. It's a frame slider, kind of like on a sport bike. And since this is basically a sport bike disguised as a cruiser, it works perfectly. So I ordered these frame sliders. I'm just going to show you one because it's obviously the same thing on the other side. This is what you get in the package. Get a long bolt. I'll leave a link in the description for this kit because this is the one that actually fits. This one only fits Rebel 500s, so make sure you get one for specific to your bike. Don't get one that says 300, 500, 1100 because the bolt is going to be different. This one specifically fits Rebel 500. So you're going to get this, and you're going to get this, and you're going to get this plastic washer. Just put that in there. When you get it, fit it in there like that. Then run this bolt through the front. Very simple. And then you run this piece with this end here, the more narrow end, and this is going to go inside there. And then you're going to have to put this through the frame. You're going to remove the stock frame bolts I'm going to show you, and then this will go on the back, which has a thread locker nut. Should keep it secure. So what we do first is remove this bolt. It's an engine mount bolt. It's connected to the frame, but don't worry, you still have one on the other side and you're doing it one at a time, and there's still one connected, so don't worry, the engine's not gonna fall out. Remove that and then use supply bolt with the frame slider and secure it, and it should be fine. Okay, so you're gonna need a 15mm socket and a 14mm wrench. The wrench is to hold the nut in place while you remove the bolt. Okay, here's the stock bolt. Just keep that if you ever need it. You want to remove those things. Here's the frame slider ready to go. You just put that where the bolt was. And you secure the nut in the back. There was really no torque specs on it, but I just did it tight and then a little bit more past snug. Plus with the nut with the thread lock on it already, it should help. It's really on there, you can't really move it or anything, so that's good. And you just do the same thing to the other side, and you have your frame sliders. You can see, I installed it on the other side, and it's also secure. So here's what they look like on the bike. They're honestly not even that noticeable, so I kind of like these better than the crash bars. And since they work on sport bikes, these should probably work no problem and protect your bike from a drop. And yeah, you can even use them as like highway bars. Put your feet up. Like I said, I want to get the belly fairing. It looks really cool. Really fills out that ugly gap there with the exhaust and the front wheel. It's actually compatible with these kind of frame sliders and not the engine guard, crash guard, the crash bars. So it actually worked out better for me. So when I eventually get the belly fairing, like I said, if you want to get your own, I'll leave a link in the description. You can pick some up, install them on your bike, and at least you'll have a little bit more security if you're doing, low speed maneuvers and lean in, and you don't want to wreck your bike. These will probably take most of the impact for sure. I also recommend getting an exhaust slider. I am going to install one on each side, but the back end, it might hit on the back end and you ruin your exhaust and maybe your back rear fender. At least if you have the exhaust slider, that will take the majority of the impact. Alright, hope you liked the video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to Motor Gear Solid. This is Stealth, and I'll see you guys soon with another upgrade or something to the Rebel 500.